Home of Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, it's another big week. We just had a big week, didn't we? Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, trying to unify the welterweight division. So this fight's not bigger, but it's on the same level. And we're talking Gennady Triple G Golovkin versus Daniel Jacobs, right? One is undefeated, the one has only lost one fight. We've been waiting for this the longest, right? This is a big, big fight, right? Middleweight supremacy. The one who's definitely the number one guy against the one who everyone seems to say is the next best in the division. Can't really get any better than that, right? Now, first issue would be, you've been having reports of the odds are 8-1 in Golovkin's favor. 8-1. So the ones I've seen with my own eyes is 5.5-1. But there's reports of 8-1. So when you're looking at that, what does that say to you guys? Man, the next best dude in the division, right? And Golovkin's still an 8-1 favorite. That tells you something. It tells you one thing is like, well, his other opponents must not have been all that. First of all, which, up until now, his best opponent probably would be Kell Brook, which is a welterweight. But, come on, Daniel Gill or Martin Murray, whatever. If we're stretching it, but whatever. They've all been knocked out, too. So, that's why it's 8-1. So, his opponents probably weren't that strong up until now. But bookies are not promoters in magazines and TV stations. Bookies, this is about money. Somebody think that Golovkin is the real deal. 8-1 against Daniel Jacobs. Now, Golovkin is real up until now. He's handling his business. There's no doubt about it. But 8-1, if I find that out, and I don't even bet on sport, you know what I mean? But I probably would put a couple of dollars on that. You know what I mean? Because that's 8-1. Danny Jacobs, to me, this fight is a 60-40 fight. For all the intangibles in the fight, it's a 60-40 one. For me, I don't think an 8-1 is kind of ridiculous, but that just shows you the respect that the man Golovkin has. Let's make sure that that's remembered after this fight. Now, we don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, if I had to say who I think would win the fight, I would probably go with Golovkin by knockout, probably even. And you would think, well, because of the chin issues. But we call everybody with chin issues. You got to be careful with that. One is a long time ago, and we know the circumstances about the Pirog loss with Daniel Jacobs. But the one that kind of gets you is Sergio Mora had him down. So you're obviously gonna think, well, man, hey, you about to mess with Golovkin, so you probably gonna get put down. Now, the other thing is, well, he does have size, speed, and a lot of power himself on a 12 bout knockout streak. So, so there's going to be a lot of power here. And we've seen what he did to Peter Quillin. So whatever. This is going to be a good fight, and it's significant because the winner of this one is going to have some serious big momentum. I mean, for Golovkin's point of view, he would have answered questions because you can't really put any names in his face, not at the 160-pound division after this, not Saunders or anything like that. I personally have a dark horse that I think would be able to deal with him, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. The only last one left. But until then, Danny Jacobs is the guy, right? And so if he beats him, there's a lot of mouths that will have to be shut after that. He's done proven things, especially at 160. There's other issues out there and guys he could fight at 154-pounders that would like to get with him and come up, and a couple of 168-pounders. We know all the Andre Ward stuff, but at 160, there wouldn't be too many more questions to be asked. So that's the significance going his way. Danny Jacobs, of course, hey, beating a monster always puts you in a different stratosphere. GGG is the monster, but Golovkin, Danny Jacobs is someone that can possibly pull this upset off. And it wouldn't be a huge upset in my mind, but it would be an upset. Obviously, look at the odds, 8-1 would obviously be an upset. But I'm just looking at size. I'm looking at what Kell Brook was able to do with Golovkin. And I'm thinking a guy with power and a little bit even longer and been at the division a long time, you shouldn't let him land like that, no matter who you are. If you're a member of the human species, if you're something else, maybe, but a human is not going to want to get hit on the head too many times by somebody the same size or a little bit bigger. So that would be my concern. That's why it wouldn't be a big issue if this upset were to come off. But like I said, I would still go with the left hook per knockout, probably even early. If it get the later it gets, that's when you start going for the underdog because the underdog starts getting a little confidence. So either Golovkin early or this is gonna get interesting. It's gonna get very interesting going down the stretch if it gets down the stretch because then it's a thing of perseverance. And then both of them got belief after round 6 or 7. Then both of the fighters have belief, right? So that's going to happen. So, and I just think the mindset of both of these guys coming in, they're very respectful of each other, which I like. You don't have to talk. You talk with your hands. It's all good when you get in the ring. So they're respectful of each other. They know about each other's power. They know about each other's will to win, what each other's overcome. They respect each other. You haven't heard too many derogatory remarks. Just heard a few things about, stamina here or a chin issue here, but it's not really anything derogatory. So the guys are just ready to fight. That's what it looks like to me. They're gonna have an early weigh-in on on Saturday, on Friday, or early weigh-in about 9 p.m. Eastern time, or 9 a.m. Eastern time. Really early weigh-in. Who knows who's that's going to benefit? That's just a little side note. But let's get ready, y'all. This is it. Let me look over here and see if there's anything else. No, man. Look, hey, this is it. You know, March 18th is it. Golovkin versus Danny Jacobs. Who you got? I say I got Golovkin per knockout early or a very interesting fight if it goes past round 6. All right, that's not really much of a prediction, but hey, it is what it is. It's about info. All right, Doma Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm up out here. Enjoy the fight.